Welcome to Stock-Trak.com. Today we're going to talk about how to use the research tools that we have available on Stock-Trak to help you trade and invest better. So from your dashboard page, if you want to check out our research tools, you'll hover over Investing Research, and go to Stock Fund Quotes. This will take you to our detailed quote page where you can type in any stock or fund that you want to learn more about, and you'll get quite a bit of information about it. So let's say I want to find out more about Tesla. You can search by symbol or by name. So I'll select search by symbol. So let's say I want to learn more about Tesla. You can search by symbol or by name, and you'll see that I've got the equity button selected. Don't want to autocorrect there, and I'll select Tesla. So on this quote page, you'll see the day's price, the current day's change, bid and ask, and the volume. Below that, you'll see a chart of the performance that you can toggle between different windows of time, anything from 1 day to the last 5 years. You'll see a bunch of different statistics and ratios about the stock over here. And if you continue to scroll down, you'll see news and media organized by most recent publication. See the date, the time, and the title, as well as who published it over here, and there are plenty of articles every day for each stock. So that's the detailed quote page, but there's all these other columns and pages on. So that's the detailed quote page, but there's all these other pages that you can dig into on the left-hand column. So we're just going to go through a few of those so you can see what's included in our research tools suite. Going down here, we can check out the company profile page, which just gives you a little bit more information about the company, where they're located, who the CEO is, who's auditing them. Very detailed information most investors don't necessarily need to know, but good to have. Next, you can go on to the company news page, which is a little bit more detailed version of what you saw in the news and media page on the detailed quote, under the detailed quote page. This one is cool because you can filter by date, and so you can look up news specific to a time period and search historically, or you can just select show latest and it will organize it by most recent news. Moving on to the charts page, this page will show you a more detailed chart than what you get in the detailed quote page. You can select the time period from 1 day to 10 years, and you can select how often you want the data points to occur, so daily, weekly, or monthly. You can also overlay earnings, dividends, and stock splits, as well as toggle between price, percent change, and dollar change. And then you can choose what type of charting you would like, whether it's line, area, candlestick, or any of these other options. So let me show you. I'll go ahead and select 6 months for Tesla, and I can toggle the volume on and off here, which are those candlestick kind of bars down at the bottom. You can see how much the stock is being traded on each day or each time period that you select. So in this case, it is daily. You can also compare stocks here if you want to add an index here, or if you want to add an index here, or if you want to add an index here, or you want to look up another stock. Okay, moving on to the Analyst Ratings page. Here you'll be able to see what Wall Street analysts are saying about the stock you're curious about. You can see an aggregated set of opinions. You can see an aggregated set of analyst opinions and how they change over time for each stock. And it's cool to be able to see how analysts have changed their opinions and analysis on stocks over time. Next, let's go to price history. This shows you historically the changes in price for each stock, and it's filterable again by date, and then also can be and you'll see that as you select these dates to filter by, that the chart above will change as well. These are also exportable, so you can download them if you need it for a class. Next, let's check out the financial statements page where you can access income statements, balance sheets, or cash flow statements for any publicly traded company. You can do this on an annual or quarterly basis, or you can select the quarters, or you can select the date range and it will give you these reports in an easy to read format, and it will give you these reports in an easy to read format, and if there are options to click on these chevrons, that means you can expand or collapse as you wish. This is very useful and much easier than digging through the SEC website to try to find these reports for companies. Let's skip on down to the Advanced Research tab where we can look at our key ratios page. This page will give you many of the important key ratios for each stock that you're interested in. You can see profitability. You can see income statement here, profitability ratios, liquidity ratios, management effectiveness here, efficiency, valuation, price to comparisons, and any dividend information down here. That's a really useful page for quick snapshot ratios about the stocks you're interested in. Let's skip on down to share performance. Where you can see basic information about the performance of each stocks broken down in different ways over different time periods. Different volume information here. Who holds the stock here, and who holds the stock here. Next, we'll check out the earnings page, where you can see how the stock has performed against earnings targets and expectations throughout history. we'll just scroll through here and you can see exactly what types of information are available about how each stock stacks up according to its earnings expectations. This chart is great because it shows the actual versus this chart is great because it shows earnings per share actual versus estimates each quarter over a period of time. Okay, just 2 pages left. Next, we're gonna head over to the corporate actions page. This will allow you to see the dates for earnings, splits, and dividends, and there will be links here to more information. You can also filter by which type of event you'd like to see. And finally, let's go to the trades page where you can see what action is being taken on this stock, who and how often it's being bought and sold on a trade by trade basis. So as you can see, we have a lot of information and research available to our investors, and this is a great way to learn about the market in a simple and easy to use way. Thanks guys so much for watching. Thanks everyone so much for watching. And we hope you enjoy researching the market on your Stock-Trak account.